was hard to breathe, but I could feel you breathing with me. Oh, I could feel you breathe. If I
Hello and welcome to a new stream. Hello and welcome to a new roller coaster photography session here on YouTube. Welcome to everyone in the live stream. As always, also a warm welcome to everyone watching the replay. If you do not want to miss the next live stream, make sure to subscribe to this channel and be here in the next live stream. Today with me is not Nico, not Jürgen. Today with me is Hans. Say hello, Hans.
Hi, today I'm Hans. I don't know why, but yeah, today my name is Hans.
So Hans, who are you? Tell us something about you.
Yeah, I'm something like a friend of you, or maybe also your sponsor. My hobby is to motivate Greenie to stream, but yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes not.
It's so sad because it's true. However, speaking of motivation and streaming, so what's the thing we usually do before we start?
A sponsor ad?
Yes, time for sponsor ads. Thanks to Hans, we are going to play GeoGuessr together, and that's the first thing we do. For me, because I am so bad when it comes to American theme parks, and there we are. I can. Okay. Now I can click.
Wrong coast.
Alright then. This round is not going even near 20k points. Alright, what's that? Wow. Oh, I know that coaster.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure about that. There are 3 US flags. No, wait, there are many, many more.
But the way how America is like here spelled.
Nah, I can imagine that is in America. Maybe in Colorado, something. Yeah, let's just go for Denver area. And I'm totally wrong. It's in the Chicago area, or Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We are not getting close. 20k. Oh great. Oh no. I remember this one.
Around Beijing, maybe?
I was thinking about that too, but I'm not sure. Let's go for the Beijing area. It's Taiwan. We are not getting close anything in this round. Oh yeah, that's I know where this is. This is Tivoli. But where is it located? It's in Denmark as far as I know, but where? Denmark is, well, not that big, but still. We were looking for... come on, just go with Helsinki. I trust you on this.
You trust me?
It might also be Oslo.
Damn! You shouldn't trust me, Greenie.
Man. Oh man, this is... Oh god. It looks like an Asian coaster. For sure.
I don't know if you should trust me again, but near Tokyo?
Nope. This is in Korea.
Okay. Korea is near Tokyo, right?
Kinda. But where? Not in Seoul, I assume. Somewhere around this. Yeah, okay. I'm wrong. But hey, that's the closest we got so far. Hey, that's the summary. We got 10k points. This coaster is provided by... Let me look up his name. He has a pretty interesting name. Today's coaster is provided by... Come on. Gangsta Slime.
Gangster Slime.
Gangsta Slime. His YouTube channel with the POV is down in the video description below. So if you want to check out the on-ride Go to his channel, check it out. Okay, by the way, nice park. It's his first submission to the Steam Workshop, so there's that. Very nice. Wyvern. I like wyverns. Wyvern. What is the plural of wyvern? Wyvern.
I don't know.
I assume. I like those. All right. So let's go through the queue and see if we. Okay, that's gonna be a nice shot. Okay, we found one. Oh, yes. Oh, that one will be nice too. Oh, the sound. Ooh, the sound of the nice roar of B&M. Always nice. Oh, wow, is it a double station? No, it's not. Okay, this is going to be a nice shot. Then we have a second one from here. Okay, just after the mid-break, alright. Nice looping into corkscrew, into, what is this, a hardline roll? Looks like it. Nice corkscrew. This might be one too, with a nice skybox. By the way, this skybox is pretty, like really pretty.
Is it?
Yep, don't you see it?
I see your stream on YouTube.
I started streaming for you on Discord.
Props to Discord.
So where is the coaster coming from in this inversion? Ah, there. Nice. Okay, let's try to get that nice shot where we have like both in frame. One in the loop and one over the hardline roll. Only bad thing is exactly there is a bad glitch at the skybox. Maybe we can get the name of the coaster in the frame too. So by the way, today, or yesterday actually, yesterday and today, some parks did official statements on the current situation. And, well, it looks pretty dire. What like two major chains in the US did now is they extended all the 2020 season pass holders to be also valid in 2021. So
Nice.
not really nice. That means they might
Less cash.
they might consider not opening this year. At least the seasonal, like the parks which are barely open more than 150 days. They might not even start this year. Depending how long this entire epidemic is holding on. Especially in the US, because I think the US is... I think they are not over the hill yet.
Yeah.
So...
They're the first one on the chart.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I assume they are not over the hill yet.
America first.
Oof, yeah. Yes, I know. Oh, that's a nice picture.
When did your passion about roller coasters begin, Greenie?
12 minutes ago?
12 minutes ago.
When the stream started?
Okay. So it's all fake.
Sure
Just
thing.
do it for the cash.
Sure thing. Yes, please quote me on that. Which cash?
The cash for your next lunch.
If I would want to make cash with roller coasters, then I would use my old YouTube channel where I had like videos with 30 and 40,000 clicks on roller coasters, which I actually can monetize. So if I would do it for money, I would do it on that channel, not on this here.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, no, it's not about money.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Maybe
about
it's-
spending money, going to parks, but that's something else.
Yeah. Or spending money for GeoGuessr.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, because it's not your money, right?
Got it. I might just go into full manual mode for a sec. Because I hope those plants do not look as cheap on the finished render than they do in NoLimits. Because those are actually the plants which were implemented in NoLimits 1 and back to NoLimits 1 times. Yeah, those plants were just to the sprites stick together. So yeah, and the fun thing is those sprites have a what is it called? Have a property that they always face the camera. And when you were doing like a looping and you changed like over the 180-degree mark, they just turned around 180 degree and started facing you again. That looked pretty, yeah, strange.
Okay. Quite buggy.
Well, not buggy. It was just doing what it should to save resources, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Not good.
Imagine a summer without going to one park. How crazy would you get?
I mean, how crazy I would get. I mean, I'm not way more crazy than I already am, but
So it's not getting worse.
it would suck,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Mhm.
And with those open restraints, it looks freaking strange. Yeah, but I brace myself for that, to be honest.
Okay.
Because our tour we planned for this spring was now officially postponed for 1 year. We do it in 2021, which sucks because I was planning to get nice pictures of Sadra at Energylandia, Poland, and I will not be able to, and that sucks. And I also don't know what parks I can visit this year due to Corona and other reasons.
Yeah, and other reasons.
And other
Probably
reasons.
related to Corona.
Probably. Might be. Could be.
Might be.
Shouldn't be. But might ease. Yeah. So, this sucks so hard. I had this oh man. I had this rule. I said, okay, if I manage to go to a park on a different continent, like America or Asia, and I have to pay less than $300 for the flights, so return, I'll do it. And I stumbled upon multiple cheap flights to New York and back, which would allow me for exactly that. Only problem is the flights are scheduled in November, and I'm an optimistic person. I could imagine that in November the world is a better place, but it might not be. So I can't even go for those awesome prices.
The name of your Instagram page, Greenie.
Right. Follow me on, who guessed it, Coaster Pics. That's coaster_pics. You will also find a link to my Instagram page in the video description down below, or on my website, coasterpics. That's pix.com. Please subscribe. All right, so next shot, looping time. By the way, I like how this coaster looks rusty and old and used. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Whee.
that's nice detail.
Yep. And by the way, the guy who made this coaster, his YouTube channel has like, I don't know, 8 subscribers. So definitely go check him out in the video description below.
Is he in the video description?
Yes, he is.
Or in the stream description?
Yes, which is the video description for everyone watching the replay.
Yeah, sure. What type of videos can I expect on his channels? Like showcases of his maps or...
Showcase of his map. Singular.
Oh, singular. Okay, so is it his first map or...
It is his first map, as I said at the beginning.
Oh, maybe I should listen to you while you're talking.
Yeah, might be a good first step. Yeah, but as said, check out this channel. It's in the video description below. And there you will find also the POV, which is the point of view. So you can actually ride the coaster. It's pretty nice. By the way, speaking of this coaster submission, if you want to have your coaster in the live stream to getting pictures taken with, feel free to reach out to me simply via mail, which you can find on my channel page, or through Instagram or even Twitter. Feel free to reach out and send me your coaster map. By the way, speaking of coaster map, the map from last time, where we did the nighttime pictures, I did a little bit of research, and I also reached out to the developer again. And I might be able to add more lights to the coaster someday when I figured out how exactly, but in theory it should be possible, which means that I can do more that I can do pictures which look like more the ones I did in real life, because the problem we had with the last stream is that those coasters have only 2 lights in the front. So if those lights are covered, we have no light at all on the tracks. So this would be resolved by adding 2 more lights under the coaster, which are pretty much seen all the time. And that would be nice. I wonder, I mean, if the theme parks and the coasters are staying closed through the entirety of summer 2020, or maybe even worse, through the entire 2020, which might be actually a scenario, because remember, theme parks are basically places where many people are crammed into small places. So
yeah, like a festival.
Exactly, it is a danger zone, and as long as there is no real vaccine or anything which could prevent spread, well, I can assume that at least for this year, until we have some resistance, well, we might not see theme parks opening again, which is pretty sad.
How are like parks? How are their financials?
I don't know.
Are we going to see like parks that are going like bankrupt or?
Well, speaking of financials of parks, I don't have insight into the finances of parks, but what we know is that Six Flags, like a big chain in the US, I mean, while they are have money and they are not like struggling very badly, they are struggling, and I'm really thrilled to see how they will respond to this entire thing. Also, you have to see, while most of the parks might have good finances right now, or at least speaking of December last year, they are pretty dependent on their seasonal sales. I mean, sure, a big cost factor is like staff, which gets removed when, sure, the park is not operating, but still, the coasters and especially every other utility need to be maintained, no matter if used or not. And in some cases, not using them is even worse than using them. So I think many parks, they will have a problem if this situation continues. I mean, a real bad news, which went public like 2 days ago or yesterday, And I haven't checked the facts, so I might be totally wrong. But from what I heard, is like I my fear is that we will see theme parks not surviving this year, which is a bad thing, a real bad thing. I assume the big chains, they will survive, no problem. But the problem is the big chains are not the parks we really love. I mean, sure, great coasters, many coasters, okayish prices, but the thing is, okayish. And the real nice, like, pearls, like gems of parks worldwide, I can imagine that one or two will not make it through this summer. If this situation is not getting better fast.
Yeah, sure.
Like, many parks are struggling anyway. I mean, a reason why parks are adding new coasters so frequently is they need something to attract people, like the next year. I may just make an example with you because I know that you are not really a coaster enthusiast, so this might apply most to you. Let's see the example of Europa Park. Like, I know you went there, but it's a while since. And you went there, like, let's say, what, 5 years ago?
No, 3 years ago.
Okay, 3 years ago. Even better to prove my point. You went there 3 years ago. And since then, you had absolutely no reason to go again, right?
France.
Yeah.
And
But wait.
motivation to go to Europa Park or Europa Park.
Yeah, wait.
again.
But besides of somebody taking you with you, from yourself, you had no motivation to go there. There's nothing.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. So there's nothing you say. Okay, I have to see it. Others than when friends of you go there. Which, by the way, for Swiss is like a social thing. Like, as a Swiss citizen, you like go once a year. That's just a thing you do.
Yeah.
But to get back to my point usually if you go to a park, it's like, nice, I rode all the rides, it was fun, okay, so thanks, I saw it. And to be attracted to go again, to get this motivation, parks usually add a new coaster which is better, faster, higher, more special, or anything which is like better than
Or
what.
wouldn't.
Like, they just have to add something which is in some way better than which in some way gets you a better experience than the last time you went there, to attract you the next year again, so you get them the money to survive.
Yeah.
And that cycle should not be interrupted, I assume. And that's exactly what now happens. I mean, also hard. There are so many parks which are getting their new attractions ready for 2020, or well, they did. It's now 2020, and they are about to open now to attract people, but they can't. And
True.
And I don't know how insurance for like companies in this entertainment sector and size and all work. I don't know how much government money is going into those operations, but I assume that there will be cases where we will see parks closing. And the interesting thing is we will see coasters being moved,
Oh.
because relocation is a thing.
Is it really cheaper to relocate an entire roller coaster instead of like building a new one and maintaining that one?
Well, real quick. Well, it depends. In theory, in theory, when you relocate the coaster, you only have to pay for the coaster itself, you have to pay for transport, and you have to pay for reassembly.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy like a new coaster, which is not a blueprint of an existing one, you pay for the design process, you pay for whatever extras come with it, like you pay for maybe you pay for extra wishes you bring in, and this entire administrative part falls away, this entire planning part, and you only end up with the relocation, rebuilding, and operation costs, which, as my understanding goes, are way less than like creating a coaster from scratch. If you go for a blueprint like Blue Tornado in Gardaland is one, it might be a complete different topic, because you basically can go to the manufacturer and say, okay, I want this exact coaster model, and well, you pay for, of course, for the production and for the shipment and for the assembly. But even then, I can assume that even then a used one could be cheaper, because you do not have to buy the steel, just the price for the coaster, which will not be the full price, obviously. But yeah, relocation is a thing.
Cool.
There are
so cool that the parks have to get bankrupt and that their coasters are getting moved.
You can see it like this. If there are parks which are struggling, not that this is something I wish the parks, but I can imagine that when a park is struggling and is and has to decide, okay, do we go bankrupt and close, or what are our options? I mean, if they go bankrupt and their assets get sold out to whoever bids the most to go bankrupt, that would be a bad part. But I can imagine that some parks will like say, okay, we sell one or two of our attractions to be able to survive. I mean, I don't know if this calculation will work, because they reduced their offering to the people, but I could imagine that it could work. So yeah, we might see some relocations in hopes of survival, unless no park is going to. Well, actually, I could imagine that relocations are working. I shortly had the thought that maybe no park would want to buy a new coaster because of the current situation, but I can imagine that parks are like, yeah, we need to go for something new anyway. We go and postpone like the projects we planned for 2024 and postpone them for like 1 or 2 years to get the financial coverage again. And in the meantime, we just buy an inexpensive used coaster which is up on sale. I can totally imagine this happen.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, just guys, if you're about to get rid of a coaster, just relocate it here to my backyard. It's fine. I will also pay you in thanks and exposure. Exposure, the currency of whoever.
Of Greenie.
Of Greenie, yes. Yeah, I really hope that there are not too many parks struggling.
Yeah, let's hope that for all businesses, including festivals and their suppliers.
Sure thing. By the way, you remember that yesterday we got some comments on our older streams? Like, for example, you would be funny.
Yeah.
Yes, I went to the analytics. Yesterday night there were a few people, not just one, a few people watching very big portions of our streams.
Oh, cool. So we are somehow interesting.
Yeah, somehow. And that's what I love about my viewers. Like, just today I had a viewer writing under my upscaling video. He would go and upscale Never Gonna Give You Up from Rick, whoever this was.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, please do that. Then he was like, okay, I'm gonna do it in 4K. And I was like, but can I have it 8K though? And he was like, is that even possible? Yes, sure. And like 2 hours later, he was like, oh my god, I'm almost done rendering. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Nice.
That's what I love. That's what I love. Those are the best comments. Like just having fun and being friendly. I like the fact that this guy even created models for like for sensors which check if a train is there. Proximity sensors? Whatever. Those nice green things. Most valuable comment goes to you.
Yeah, I won a prize.
Yay. With that one you can revive one festival which will die over this year.
Oh no.
But only one.
Only one difficult question. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so that's the last picture, and after that we go for what do we do after that?
Do we want to do first our sponsor spot and
Yes.
then GeoGuessr?
Sure thing.
Just for the cliffhanger?
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Yes. You could do my sponsor spots.
I'm just a reminder for you. Really?
Alright. So that's the last picture. And now we go to sponsor spots again. So head over to coasterpics.com. That's the website where I host all my roller coaster pictures of real coasters. Well, that's at least when I can go to parks, or new, also virtual ones, which we create together in those live streams. If that is not enough for you, you can also go for my gallery, download pictures there as a high quality wallpaper, or even buy them as a high quality printout on a metal sheet. So-called displays. You can mount them onto your wall with a magnet, and if you don't like it anymore, just buy another display and replace it without having to do anything to your wall besides sticking that one magnet once. All right.
Yeah. And wasn't it like that they have like a 100-day?
Yes, you have a
period?
100-day refund period, but because they don't pay me to say that, I'm not going through their talking points. Nice thing, they also plant trees.
Yeah, they also plant a tree for each
display purchased. But to mention that in every sponsor spot, they really should pay me. All right, so we go back to GeoGuessr, and there we are. Oh boy, that's an RMC. But which one? Oh god damn it, no. Oh god damn it, no, this feels so bad. I don't even recognize this one. Texas something.
I only know like 2 RMCs.
Do you know 2 RMCs? Whoa, that would make me proud.
Yeah, that one in Europa Park.
No, that's not an RMC, sorry mate.
Not?
No, that's in
Why
CGI.
not?
That's in CGI, Great Coasters International.
Okay.
He wanted to be smart once and he failed once.
Okay, shit.
So now it's my turn to fail. That's Texas. I mean, it's not Texas Stingray because Texas Stingray is a fucking Gravity Group? CGI? I'm not sure not sure too now. There's a CGI called Texas something, but it's not this one. It's not this one. The one I have in mind is red too, but it's way bigger. Oh man, what is this? I'm just gonna go with Charlotte. And of course, it's in Philadelphia. 21k!
Yeah, you reached your goal.
That means we can end the stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya, bye this plates. Go check out in the video description below the link to the guy whose coaster we used today. Okay, so see ya, bye.
Bye.